Hey everybody, how's it going? And welcome to another MAMJ Let's Play of Sound of Drop. Fall into Poison. When we left off, it was this wonderful screen right here. Kenji's slightly lost his mind, and I have no idea what to do. I don't think calling out frantically is going to help. We haven't met any other characters, so calling out frantically in my mind is the least viable option. Kicking about frantically and shaking off his right hand are still going to be tough. All three of these may be bad endings, and I may have to go back after this to find out what the true path is supposed to be. But I feel like if we kick about frantically, it doesn't really help anything because he's really strong. But it says shake off his right hand, which I'm guessing means we're going to at least break free of his grip in one way or another. So that's what I'm going to try first. Probably going to be a bad idea, but let's give it a shot. I have to get his hand loose. As I try to loosen his hand clutching my leg, he frantically pushes me off. As if pushing against the rock, his hand remains unperturbed. No way. Even giving those words form can't change reality. No good. Gah! As he lets out a groan, Hiyoshi-san's left hand reaches for me. His movements are slow, but his fingers are moving in my direction. Hurry! I have to hurry and get him off of me. As before, Hiyoshi-san's hand won't move. It has an uncanny strength. Even trying to loosen his fingers one by one, my strength is no match for his. His picture is getting closer. Oh god, that's creepy. What should I do? Then I realize I'm concentrating too hard on my left leg. He has latched onto my right leg with that same strength. Dang it. Maybe we were supposed to kick. What? Having grabbed onto both of my legs, I have no room to put up a fight and am pulled closer to him. His bloodshot face appears right before my eyes. His pupils are split in opposite directions, much like a fish's eyes. So, very well. You all will. What comes from Hiyoshi's mouth are not words. Without realizing it, I've stopped listening to him. Ow! He's definitely splitting apart my legs with all this splitting them apart! What? An intense pain shoots through me as if my leg is being torn off at the hip. Even as I try to escape, my legs will not move at all. On account of him lifting me by my legs, my torso goes limp as if hanging in midair. No, Hiyoshi-san. This stench is... Ruka? Miki? Either one is fine. Oh. My words suddenly no longer reach him. But that is for the best. I can no longer hear his words either. When I open my eyes, Hiyoshi-san is no longer there. Moreover, I no longer care about him. Losing consciousness was surely to prevent my mind from going to pieces. Really, what a useless effort. Seeing as how my body has already gone to pieces. Wait, what? The tragedy of helplessness. So did he just like split her in half? That's kind of weird, to say the least. Okay, that was definitely a bad end. Well, I thought it said to shake his arm off. I thought that meant we were actually going to be successful at it. Not that we were going to just be concentrating on it and thinking about it. So I guess I read that wrong. But that's okay. We'll just go ahead and load. Cause see, I thought it meant like I shake it off, like I'm going to do it. So, I guess both of these are very frantic. Should we call out because I think it's gonna fail, or should I just kick about? Let's kick about. No. In time with my words of rejection, both of my legs jerk frantically. At any rate, I don't think I can take it if he grabs my right leg, so I struggle with all my might, not worrying about whether my skirt flips up. He is as strong as before, but his movements are slow, somehow allowing me to continue my resistance. Nevertheless, between the pain and my resistance, my stamina is fading rapidly. Before I realize it, my haggard breath is louder than the machine's motor. Don't reject me. You should be more accepting. Hiyoshi's words give an unchanging, disordered image. Whether he's given up on grabbing my other leg or not, his body leans towards me. The upper half of my body falls back, but he quickly yanks my leg and throws me off my balance. Kya! Upon hearing me let out a scream, the corners of his mouth twitch. He's enjoying this. He's enjoying watching me lose the ability to resist. His expression makes this clear to me. One more thing has become clear to me. That is, that I can no longer see him as Hiyoshi-san I once knew. I'm sorry! Even so, my conscience is tugging at me. My words of apology are proof of that. I use the heel of my boot to kick Hiyoshi-san, who pulled himself up in the nose. My skirt flutters up and I reflexively hold it down. Gah! Seizing the opportunity, Hiyoshi-san yanks my left leg hard towards himself. Whether it's because of his hesitation or not, my other leg slides free of his right hand. A single line of blood trickles from his nose. The heels must be harder than I thought. Upon seeing the blood, I shut my eyes immediately. However, I realize I no longer have the luxury of instinctually worrying about him. Pulling myself upright, I break into a run in order to escape him. In no time, he has moved in front of me. I want to get away from Hiyoshi-san. With that one thought, I decide to go into a direction unknown to me. Kicking me? Isn't that impudent? Could the stench on that sole of the shoe be Ruka? Or Miki? I hear him say after getting about 5 meters away from him. I quickly regret turning back. Feels good, doesn't it? It's fine. That's just fine. Hiyoshi-san yells, writhing on the floor. The transformation of the one who had rescued me is too devastating. Even so, there's no changing the fact that he tried to hurt me. I understand somewhere in my heart that, through no fault of his own, he's no longer sane, and the desire to protect my own body is winning inside of me. I'm sorry, but... As I shut my eyes, I turn away from Hiyoshi-san. I'm sure he isn't looking at me anymore. In other words, he's no longer conscious of anything. His voice attempts to stop my fleeing legs many times, but no matter how fast he is, I've already decided to head for the exit of the staff passageway. We do it. I think we did it. I think we're out. I think we made it out of the hallway. As soon as the door's between us, I put my ear against it and listen to the sounds in the passageway I just left. However, it is only my own violent pulse and not Hiyoshi-san going crazy that I can hear. Honestly, I almost feel relieved. Being separated like this leaves me feeling worried about him, but at the moment, I don't have time to spare. I wonder if this is wrong. It's natural that I'd have these doubts. I say over my shoulder. The only thing to respond to my words is the wind rustling my hair. That's right. This is... Whoa! Finally, I begin to confirm my location. This place is semi-outdoors and even colder than the passageway. Despite the fact that it's summer, I shiver instinctively. Below eye level, there are several plastic chairs in a row. In the center of the chairs, which are lined up like dolls in a tiered stand, is a stage that's a little smaller than a school classroom. Bowls and buckets are lying atop it. In the center of the stage is something resembling a small shed. A stage. That's right, for things like sea lions. A stage. One facility that no aquarium should lack. From kids to adults, the show is something everyone can enjoy. This small city aquarium, Mountain Aquarium, still has a stage despite its size. Looks like it hasn't been used in a while. Upon muttering this, doubt enters my mind. Hiyoshi-san said this place was on a shifted time axis, but even so, each section just feels too different. The Fish of the World booth where the first strange phenomenon occurred, the jellyfish booth and the tunnel tank. Thinking back on them in order, they each felt like their own distinct time period. The countless fish that decayed, the immensely entrancing beauty. With each new facility I entered, the look changed. Ridiculous. There can't be. I start to say, then shake my head. I don't know how many things I have thought impossible have come to pass here. This crazy theory. Perhaps... Never mind. I have to find Himeno. Pushing my doubts to the edge of my mind, I head down the stairs for the guest seating towards the stage. Huh? This is... About halfway to the stage, I found a booklet on the top seat that's thick enough to contain about 50 pages. Mountain Aquarium Guidebook is written on the front cover. That's all I see, just the name and nothing else. This has a map inside. I suddenly realize that I am finishing my sentence. Since Himeno has our map, this is definitely going to come in handy. Well, I'm going to save since you're giving me an option here. Because I want to keep reading. At the same time, though, I wonder if we're gonna get attacked. Let's try and read. Let's do it. Thumbing through the pages, I see that it has an introduction to Mountain Aquarium. Other than that, there are bits of trivia about the fish on display. Like, Piraruku, I guess? I don't know. I don't know why I said it in the Japanese pronunciation first. It's the biggest freshwater fish, or that orca communicate using ultrasonic waves. I want to read through this later. Though I don't want to part with the guidebook, I detach the map from it. Not knowing what might happen, I come to the conclusion that I don't want to carry anything bulky. Okay. Suppressing my desire to sit down and read it, I return the guidebook to the seat. Staff room. There might be someone there. On weeknights, they hold adult-targeted Mountain Aquarium exploratory tours. It supposedly shows off the other side of Mountain Aquarium. From that expedition, pathways that customers are normally unaware of are printed inside the guidebook. According to the map, there appears to be a staff waiting area. It seems they don't stop there on the exploratory tour, but the place itself is printed on the map. If I go there, someone may be there. Looking at the map, I wonder which way I should go as I follow the route. It seems there are two paths to the staff room. The first path is through the passageway we went through earlier. The other seems to be through an underground passage connected to the inside of the shed on stage. Even though it's labeled as underground, it's more accurate to say it's one floor down. I still don't know how Hiyoshi-san is, so I think I should take the latter path. I'm scared after all. Himeno, where are you? Lowering my defenses, these weak-hearted words well up inside me. I mumble them as I step onto the stage. Following those words, anxiety descends upon me. You? Oh, crap. Wait, Himeno! I'm right here. No way. Himeno? Sorry, I thought it was the dude at first. I doubt that voice, which seemed ready and waiting on me, was an illusion. No way. That's cruel, Mayu. Himeno? I can hear Himeno's voice, but I can't see her. Where is she? I think as I glance about the stage. Himeno's nowhere to be found. That's right, inside the shed. When the shed at the edge of the stage enters my line of sight, I head for it at double speed. The floor is wet enough, it seems I should slip, but somehow I hold on and move forward. The inside of the shed is as if a waiting area and warehouse have been combined in one room. The fishy stench is probably from the stains from food used during the shows. In the past, I had seen fish thrown to a sea lion that caught a ball with its nose. The way she's talking doesn't seem good to me, though. Yeah. Himeno! Himeno! At the edge of the shed, I see a plain metal chair against the wall. Himeno's leaning against the back in what appears to be a state of total exhaustion. You... I have so much to say to you, Himeno, because I... Seeing her face, any thoughts of our argument are completely blown out of existence. Words that found no form are forever pushed away. The fact that she's alright, all on its own, makes me happy. It's fine. First of all, calm down. Himeno, what's wrong? Don't make that face. There's nothing to worry about. I have a lot of things to say to Himeno, but my words get caught in my throat. Seeing Himeno breathing heavily, my own pulse quickens. As I stand there, forgetting how to breathe, Himeno lays a hand on my chest. Even when she had a cold, Himeno would still come to school with a smile on her face. When she got injured at club, she wouldn't take time off from gym class. That's why, even in this aquarium, I thought somewhere in my heart that Himeno would be fine. If only we could reunite, surely she'd lead with a smile. We'd go home side by side. That had been my hope. I'm sorry, Mayu. I don't think I can make it. It's so easy for Himeno's soft complaints to punch me right in the heart. With just that one phrase, I drop to my knees in front of her. Mayu, get up. I won't. No, because... I shake my head at Himeno's words. I can't remain standing, not while seeing my precious friend like this, and hearing her frail voice. Every time Himeno speaks, she spews white nematodes from her mouth. I'm not sure if she's aware of it or not, but thin creatures that look like mealworms wriggle at her feet. With a clatter, Himeno seems as she might fall from the chair. I support Himeno from under the arm, propping her up. Thank you. Don't thank me. Himeno, what happened? Himeno's body is hot, the same as when I had my 104-degree fever. No, higher than that. I'm glad I got to see you again, but I didn't want to see you like in this Unable to finish what she was saying, Himeno coughs up several nematodes along with some spit. What is happening to her? I don't want to see it. Not necessarily because it's weird or disgusting, I just don't want to see Himeno this way. Himeno, let's go to the hospital. We'll eat ice cream, alright? That's probably impossible now. Hearing the words that had fallen instinctively from my mouth, Himeno smiles back at me. Even as I ignore the lie in Himeno's smile, I still become aware of it. It's not impossible. Mayu. It's not impossible. I'll take you to a hospital, okay? Let's go. Thanks. That you feel that way fills me up. It's not just my feelings. Got it, Himeno? Can you stand? Don't overdo it, okay, Mayu? That's right. I wanted to apologize to you, Mayu. In an attempt to lend her my shoulder, I take Himeno's arm, but she quickly brushes me off. Himeno's hands are shaking. Despite this, she reaches into her pocket and pulls out the keychain. That's... Yeah. By the way, when I got it, when I thought back to when I picked it up, it most likely wasn't yours, Mayu. I'm such an idiot. You're not. It was because I didn't listen to all what, listen at all to what you said. So, because I was so convinced you dropped it, Mayu. Thinking back, she's repeating the same thing over and over. Himeno's consciousness must be getting hazy. Every time Himeno gets choked up, she vomits vicious sputum and lively bugs. Even so, I can't look away from Himeno. I get the feeling that if I don't look at her face, I'll never again see her smile. I don't think I'm being overdramatic or anything of the sort, since I've never heard someone throwing up bugs. Here. You take it, Mayu. What? This keychain? Yeah. There seems to be no mistake someone dropped it. That's why... Give it back to them. Give it back. That's what we're going back together, right? Mountain Aquarium is small. Surely we'll find them right away, won't we? Jeez, Mayu. You idiot. Can't you tell by looking? There's no way I can go home. No, don't, Himeno. If you say that, it'll come to pass. Himeno places the keychain in my palm, then softly places her hands once more on my shoulders. She moves her hands from there to the back of my head. Then with a light, feather-like sensation, she pulls me close to her. No. Mayu, get home, no matter what. That hug lasts only a few seconds. Then Himeno lightly pushes me away. Couldn't take it if I infected you. Just leave me here. Right at the end of her, as the end of her sentence fades away, her head flops forward. No way. No way. Himeno's body, with her eyes shut and not even one fingertip moving, is hot. Even so, Himeno won't turn her smile my way. She won't respond to my voice. No way. There's just no way. Without a second thought, I hold Himeno. She said I might get infected, but that doesn't matter to me. Having welled up inside her mouth, nematodes crawl out of Himeno's puffed lips. Experiencing the feelings of intense denial, I wipe away a nematode and crush it. A murky green liquid remains on my finger. I quickly rub it on the floor. She's moving. With her chest so close to mine, I can feel a pulse. No mistake, it's a heartbeat. Pulling away from Himeno, my trembling hand somehow lands on her left breast. Having sunk into that softness, I immediately feel a pulse go ba-bump, ba-bump. She's alive. Himeno. I'm so glad. Just like that, I forget about rubbing off the filth and sit down. Even with the bugs getting into her body, as long as she's alive, I think I can work it out somehow. I won't even consider the possibility of not working it out. But I can't think of a concrete way to save Himeno. Within my completely blank mind, there's only anxiety and fear. Having slumped more than sat down, a third person's voice reaches my ears. God dang it. Unfamiliar voice. Anisaki's and Pseudoterra nova, Philometra that aren't supposed to infect humans. I wonder what exactly could cause something like this to happen. If the situation wasn't like this, I would immediately preserve some of them in a petri dish. Huh? From behind me, a cold voice interrupts my thoughts. In contrast with the feverish Himeno, that voice clings coolly to the nape of my neck. It's a woman's voice I've never heard. Hi. It's a pity I cannot collect this precious sample. I don't have the luxury of time right now. I must find that child. Quickly. My. What a cute girl. What is it? Have you come to the aquarium to have fun with your friend? Aquarium? This is Mountain Aquarium, right? That's right, me and Himeno. So this girl, she's called Himeno-chan then. The woman looks to be in her 30s, her blue eyeshadow leaving quite the impression. Her appearance coupled with her calm manner of speaking both tell me she must be quite mature. Her light-colored hair is collected in an updo, and her suit is impeccably chosen. Those clothes, could you be an aquarium staff member? Yes, I am Saginuma Reiko. At this aquarium, I'm, I suppose, a representative of the director? Like a vice director? A little bit different. It will take some time to explain. More importantly, you should move away from Himeno-chan. Huh? The woman called Himeno by name with a coquettish tone. It gives me the impression of being very forced. Crossing her arms, she looks down at me. The woman narrows her eyes. Would it be easier for you if I use the word infection? You have a wound on your leg, don't you? It's as if their fertility has intensified, meaning there are probably eggs amongst all that as well. What? She doesn't appear to be dead, but it's only a matter of time. You can no longer save Himeno-chan. That's... Please, wait a second. It's fine to leave her like that. After I finish my business, I'll take her with me as a sample. The corners of Saginuma-san's mouth widen as she says this. My fear of this woman is even greater than my anger at Himeno of being referred to as a sample. Even though someone is right in front of her eyes might die, she's smiling. How in the world can she make that face? Because I can't understand. Saginuma Reiko-san seems terrifying to me. Please, wait. If you're a member of the staff, then can't you take me to this building's first aid room or call an ambulance or something? Since Himeno's alive? It seems you care for Himeno-san, chan a great deal. So, try to imagine this. If you die because of her, think about how Himeno-chan would feel. Himeno's alive. Please, don't say something like that. I'm begging you. Please save Himeno. I'm not a doctor. It's not possible. Moreover, I think the rescue workers would want to respond to such a hopeless call. Saginuma-san says this bluntly in a cruel voice. Her voice is colder than the first time I heard it, like water that is frozen over. She can't be saved anymore. Every time those words come from her mouth, my pulse goes louder and quicker. My blood is rushing through me, fast enough for my veins to be worn down from within. That's not good enough. Please, save her. Please save Himeno. Before I know it, I'm facing her and I'm pleading. However, my desperate pleas are being shattered by her cruel smile. I don't like disobedient children. I also have work to do. Important work. That matters. You have work? This place isn't normal. Isn't that something a staff member should get? After fear makes a lap through me, I push aside my emotions. Leaping over my fear and anxiety toward this woman, I wholeheartedly just want to save Himeno. Not normal? Whatever do you mean? As aquariums also serve as research institutions, the situation itself isn't normal. Now is it? I don't understand at all. That's enough. No matter how much time I spend here, it won't help. If you wish to join me, you are free to do so. Feel free to join you. Saginuma-san, aren't you staff here? Are you saying you don't know anything about this aquarium filled with nothing but phenomena? I don't understand a word of what you're saying. Are these good things? I'm telling you I'm going now. If you wish to die alongside with her, then just sit here, staring about like that. Later, I'll study you in full as well, though one sample is more than enough. I shudder as a chill runs up my spine. I'm finally able to understand that this isn't a joke, that she is saying that she sincerely doesn't care whether Himeno lives or dies. Wait, please. You have wasted enough of my time. I must hurry up and find that child. The last bit of what Saginuma-san says is inaudible, as she runs out from the small room on the stage. Being neither harmful nor harmless, that's the type of person she is. Thinking she could point me down one path that leads away from Himeno, and I dying together, with just that one phrase, I am thrust down to rock bottom. Himeno can't be saved. That single phrase bounces around my head numerous times. No. No, no. Turning it over in my head with such frequency, the truth Saginuma-san had stated is becoming engraved upon my heart. I can no longer hear the clack sound of her high heels. Instead, what resonates is the sound of drops falling from my eyes. If you're having doubts, then just die. Huh? Who? It's a girl's voice, much younger than Saginuma-san, around the same age as me, in fact. I turn toward the voice coming in a short distance away from where I'm holding Himeno. Who are all these people? A slender girl who's a little taller than me, with eyes slightly different color than Saginuma-san's cold eyes, looks down at me scornfully. Her long hair is tied back, dangling behind her like a tail. She's a bit different from Himeno, but this is still a girl in fashionable attire. I watch her with cautious interest as she glares at me. What's this? All of a sudden. Who knows? I'm just annoyed with you, since I hate people who are so wishy-washy. Wishy-washy? You think you could just show up and know how I'm feeling? I don't know. I'm not interested. I feel irritated as this girl who knows nothing of my circumstances shows up with all these complaints. To think that Saginuma-san left, and now this. She's directing her futile impatience at me as well. The girl is calm but speaking fast. Hearing such a tone, I can't go on without saying something back. If you're not interested, then why did you speak to me? More importantly, you haven't gotten swept up in anything dangerous, have you? Who knows? What's with that answer? Just say what you want to say. How mean. When this girl started speaking to me, it raised hope somewhere inside of me. I briefly hold on to hope that she's talking to me because she knows some way that I can save Himeno. That's why I begin to feel something more than irritation towards this girl who has come to kick me while I'm down. That girl's gonna get eaten up by bugs and die, right? But parasites aren't all that quick or efficient. What are you? Because it's this mountain aquarium, she'll die. If it were me, that's what I would think. Then, what are you saying? My heart begins to beat faster at her words. Now I regret placing so much hope in this girl. Nevertheless, from her way of speaking, could it be that if you get out of here, there may be a way to cure her? If it comes down to crying and dying, I would fight back rather than giving in. Cure her. Just now you said cure her. Really? But that staff member earlier said she can no longer be saved. I don't know. There's no guarantee she can be saved, but the one who said she couldn't be saved was an employee of the aquarium, right? Not a doctor. Not a doctor? She seemed like she knew a lot about parasites, but sure enough, that woman was not a doctor. She said so herself. Also, that girl said something previously that caught my attention. Earlier, you said this mountain aquarium, right? What is this place? If you know, then tell me. Don't take me for a fool. But I don't know. Since this aquarium is where nothing but dangerous things happen, I want to know how to get out of here. I can't save Himeno. Which path you take is completely up to you. I don't have any more time to worry about other people. I'm just saying that if it were me, I wouldn't quit until I was dead. Upon making her blunt assertion, the girl heads for the innermost part of the shed. Somehow, in contrast to the employee earlier, she had entered from the side of the stage. If you don't have time, then why are you encouraging me? Encouraging me. Upon saying those words, I get an awkward feeling. The cutting assertion she made in a blunt tone and the words she said to me weren't exactly kind. However, I found them kind in the moment. It isn't that I can't save her, nor is it guaranteed that I can. Having received even a small amount of hope, my tears have stopped. I told you already, I was just getting annoyed. Without looking back, the girl walks away. Sitting on the ground huddled close with Himeno, I think over the two possibilities in my mind. Since it's unlikely that I can save her, should I just stay with her a second longer? Or should I believe the girl's words and escape from this danger-filled aquarium? Two possibilities, balancing on a scale. Alright, so this is where we're going to leave it for this episode. I am going to find a way out of this aquarium. I think that's what I'm going to do. I feel like if we just give up, it is going to be very much like a Corpse Party. And so I'm hoping that since they're giving us this ray of hope, we may be able to save Himeno. I'm gonna bank my money on that, but of course, if we get a bad ending, we'll just have to go back and try again. But I'm glad that the story's continuing. We are meeting some new characters. I just hope that we will learn what this aquarium's about and how we can survive it in the near future. But for now, thank you guys so much for watching. Let me know if you enjoyed. I'll see you guys on the next MAMJ. Let's play. Maya-chan, I told you to wait there for me. I can't do that, because Himeno is my friend. Also, I don't want characters to split up. Like, I think it's a bad idea. If you're trapped in a haunted place, you need to be together. I know, like, he could go crazy and he might kill his Corpse Party style, but right now I'm willing to take that risk. The souvenir shop doesn't seem like somewhere that would be very deadly if you're by yourself, but if we never see him again and we have to venture out on our own, that could be very bad because he saved us last time. On hearing what I said, Hiyoshi-san gives me a patronizing look while grinning at me.